Welcome back to Let's Play Icewind Hard Winter. Now, apparently, I've done just about everything right. Except, a character with a high enough charisma is able... Excuse me. Is able to almost shame Aubrey to going back to her husband.
I suppose I got some time to kill.
I'm actually going to take... Is this cleric only? No, I'm going to take this, and I'm going to slap it on him real quick, just to give him that extra point of charisma, and let's see if he has enough.
Sure.
Jameson, you must use your wonderfully persuasive ways to convince this woman to go back to her husband. No, we already read this one. Maybe he doesn't have enough? Yes, here we go. Yes. Yes, I knew. The reason I didn't have trouble with this before is the first time I did this, because I did get the family back together. I always, typically, in my typical run-throughs, I do good parties, and I have a paladin at the front. Now, a normal paladin has to have a charisma of 17, which is obviously more than enough to do this. To get this first one to trigger. Ian, whatever, and Aaliyah, they do not have none one has high enough charisma except for Jameson to actually convince this woman to go back to her husband. So that's understandable. That makes sense why I had problems with it now. You talk nonsense. My husband makes coppers, barely enough to save from month to month, and my daughter is wilder than the barbarians. It is too late for such things. Too much damage has been done. What the? That was interesting. I will try. That is all I ask.
Yes.
There we go, we did it. Now I'm gonna put this back on you. And we'll put this on you.
I'm here.
Now,
Very well.
apparently, trading post, apparently,
Very well.
which we will check out the trading post, at the Shrine of Joaquin, there was something about Tybalt that apparently you can ask someone about.
Very well.
Welcome, travelers, to the Golden Lodge, Shrine to Joaquin. I am Grand Sindar Quinn Silverfinger. My friends just call me Quinn. What can I do for you on this fine, chilly day? Well, I do what most good priests of Joaquin do. I maintain relations with craftsmen in town, monitor trade, and provide encouragement to enterprising businessmen. No, it is actually quite rare. I joined the church because, unlike my plump kin, I have the ambition and dedication to succeed at business. I was quite successful at the Golden Spires in Am. Icewind Dale is one of the most remote areas in Faerun. I felt it was my challenge and duty to bring trade and commerce to this desolate place. I see a golden future in these icy wastes. Yep, here we go. Ah, Tybalt Dunn. Yes, I was speaking to him. I've heard that Targos to the south is making plans to expand their shipping trade. They would undoubtedly be in need of skilled coopers. That's what we needed.
Ready. Very well.
Now, before we do go there, let's take a look at the shipping posts. Or the trading post. I'm going to try to make this the last episode in Lonelywood. But there is actually quite a bit to do here. What do you want? You're looking for a ride. Tough luck. We're not going anywhere for a while. I'm Raleigh Galloway, caravan master for the Galloway Trading Coster. Me and my men are stuck here because of those idiot savages out on Bremen's Run. It's a collection of businessmen who band together for mutual support. Unlike trading houses, costers generally don't have much to do with family, just making money. This time of year is what we Icewind locals like to call winter. Look out on that lake. You get past the burial isle and the whole damn thing is frozen. Any other route is directly through rough land, no trails. It's an island out in Mare Dualdon where all the savages bury their dead war heroes. The locals avoid it as though Marcurl himself charged a toll for admission. I already said everything I know. The barbarians are out on Bremen's Run and they're not going anywhere. You want to find out more? Go ask the hairy bastards yourself. It's just a few miles east of here.
Yes, very
Hey, come back.
Yes, on it.
Well met, stranger, on this damnable cold day. The name's Carl Ryder. I work for Galloway Trading Coster. We're stuck here till this whole barbarian business blows over. Nothing much. We just work around here. I think Raleigh might know a bit more, though. Well, I already asked him everything he knew. So he doesn't know much. The music sounds loud. What do you want? I'm Gemalea Smithson. I work for the Coster, the trading Coster. Nothing. I don't have no information for you. I'm not from around here. Interesting. They're very short. What is this place? Emmerich Hawk. Well met, strangers. What can I do for you? My name is Emmerich Hawk. Who might you be? I'm a bowyer by trade. I craft bows for trade with the few caravans that find their way up here to Lonelywood. It's not much, but it's an honest living. Besides, it allows me the freedom to pursue my true calling. I am what you might call a caretaker of these woods. I keep an eye on the local hunters and loggers to make sure they do not take more than the forest is willing to offer. Guardian? Perhaps once I may have been worthy of such role, but before I lost the favor of the Father Forest. But now that he has taken his blessing from me, I'm just another man that lives in the shadow of the forest. The Forest Father is an eternal guardian of the forest. He is the god of all wild and untamed nature throughout Faerun. Priests and druids in the realms call him Sylvanus, though he is known by many names. Okay. Ever since the three brothers arrived in town, tramping in the forest has been out of control. Despite my efforts, I've been unable to stop them. Now the Forest Father is punishing me for my failure. 3 days ago, while walking in the woods, I encountered a great white wolf. Such beasts are very rare and considered to be some of the sacred protectors of the forest. In an instant, the wolf was upon me. I searched desperately for a way to escape, but the beast was relentless in its fury. Before I could react, it pounced on me, sinking its fang deep into the exposed flesh just above my collar. The weight of the massive wolf had me pinned in the ground, but I somehow managed to wriggle my left arm free to slip the dagger from my boot. Just as the beast's powerful jaws began to tighten around my neck, I buried the dagger in its belly. No, but the cut was deep enough to save my life. The wounded beast ceased its attack and bounded away into the forest, leaving me barely conscious in a pool of my own blood. I should have died that day. I know that now. The wolf was a manifestation of the Forest Father's vengeance. The fact that I survived only served to anger him further. That is why he punishes me by denying me his blessings. I want to see what you got for sale, man. Ooh. Okay, so you're a general dude, and you also got magic. +3 arrows. Just casually sitting around. Nice. Good to know he's got stuff.
Yes.
So he is a fallen ranger.
Right.
It is possible for rangers and paladins to become fallen in this game, in your own party. It's not necessarily easy, I would say, but it is possible. Trapper's cabin. Maybe I could talk to the trappers about not trapping so much. I feel like that has to be some sort of possibility. Might as well have the druid do this, since it's kind of his expertise. I think I had too much to drink last night. What am I saying? There's no such thing, says my brothers. Hey, who are you anyway? I'm Digby. I'm a trapper around these parts. Me and my brothers catch all sorts of varmints, skin them, and sell them. Of course, it's hard lately now that Emmerich is poking around. Emmerich is nothing but a gutless crybaby who likes to poke his nose where it doesn't belong. He don't like us trapping in these woods. I think he likes animals a little too much, if you get my meaning. Oh yeah, we cook some up real good, proper like. We should probably go out on Bremen's Run and sell the bones to the savages. It's nice, all those barbarians send the animals this way. They run towards the lake and snap, into the traps they go. Real nice. Yeah, whatever. A little trapping never hurt nothing. Now, if you excuse me, I got some napping to do.
Yeah. Oh, alright.
I don't think my druid's going to appreciate this very much. As sarcastic as he may be.
Sure.
Digby says if we catch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more rabbits, we can have a party. Party! Ha! Ah! Dolan. I'm Dolan. My brother's name is Digby, and I have another brother. His name's not Digby, though. It's Dougal. I catch rabbits in the forest. Sometimes we catch elk, too, and some bears. Sometimes one time I caught Dougal. It's so funny. He didn't laugh, though. Is that type of bear? They were the rabbits. They drink the firewater, too. They don't let me have it, though. They say if I might become a crazy bastard. Okay, your intelligence is obviously under 9.
Har, har, har.
Huh. Who are you? I'm Dougal. Me and my brothers are trappers around these parts. Why? Don't know nothing about the barbarians. All I know is that this town is filled with washed-up losers. Be fine, though, if it weren't for that do-gooder Emmerich. Emmerich is this ranger who lives further towards the lake. He acts like he's the law around here. He's just a sniveling brat. Next time he messes with our traps, he'll regret it. I trap wherever I damn well please. Next person who claims about it is going to get a mouthful of knuckles. It's the same thing.
Ready.
I feel like there should be a quest here, but maybe not. Maybe I'm looking into it too much. I would like to find Baldemar, because we got to talk to him to really get going.
Yes.
Let's use some muscle for this.
Yeah, like an arrow.
I beg your pardon, but I do not recall you giving you leave to enter my home. I suggest you leave here at once, or I shall be forced to call down my husband to deal with you.
Actually, we've come to speak with Baldemar. See your husband.
Unfortunately, yes. I'll never forgive my father for marrying me to such a churlish lout. If only he could see the deplorable conditions I've been forced to endure as the wife of a second-rate businessman. Very perceptive of you. I am the hapless victim of an arranged marriage. I never imagined my life would turn out this way. All alone in this wooden shack, married to a buffoon like Baldemar. Hardly. Only the occasional boorish tradesmen that shuffle in to beg my husband for business. Although we do have one guest stay with us several nights ago. Queer fellow, that one. I couldn't say. I hardly spoke more than 2 words to him. Baldemar ushered him up to his private study the moment he arrived. The two of them were up all night talking, and then he was off the next morning. He was a southern gentleman, I believe. He was rather tall and fairly handsome. I remember he wore a patch over one eye. Yes, it didn't suit him at all. It made him seem somewhat roguish. Baldemar is a cartwright by trade. He made his fortune supplying caravan wagons to the trading casters in the region. So, Okay. Judging by the size of your home, I'd say wagon making must be a lucrative business in these parts. He doesn't build wagons any longer, now that he's been elected to serve as Lonely Wood's representative to the Council of the 10 Towns. Such menial labor is beneath his station. Where he is always, upstairs in his study, scribbling in his ridiculous ledgers.
Me?
Well,
Good as gold.
she's certainly happy to have us in here now.
I'm here. Very well.
What now? Good as gold.
Just gonna walk past you here, bud. I want to see your house.
Why, hello there. I heard there were strangers in town. Welcome. Valdemar Thurlow, at your service. What sort of business brings you to Lonelywood? You've been informed correctly. I am the town's duly elected representative to the council. Why do you ask? Camp, you say? I'm afraid I don't know anything about that. I can tell you the situation is grim. The barbarians have raised an army and are marching against the 10 towns. Our town is cut from aid, and we expect no reinforcements in the near future. Why, yes, as a matter of fact, he was. He stopped here in Lonelywood on his way to the barbarian camp as a town representative. I thought it was my duty to aid his mission by providing food and lodging. I thought you said the town was cut off by aid. From aid. How did he manage to get through to Lonelywood? That's a good question. To be honest, I haven't the slightest clue how he made it through. He arrived alone, though. Perhaps he managed to slip past the barbarians undetected. Perhaps. You said he was on his way to the barbarian camp? You told us you didn't know anything about a camp. Of course I knew about it. If my memory serves me, you specifically asked if I knew the location of the camp. I do not. The delegate did not share that information with me.
Hey? Good
You're
as
hiding
gold.
something. You're
want
hiding
me?
something.
Yes.
I know that for a fact.
Very
If I do
well.
remember, Baltimore is a pretty
Yes.
thoroughly shady dude. Because you gotta remember, we gotta find... You gotta remember that, or you gotta remember that we gotta find a way to basically get... We gotta figure out how to get to the camp.
Ready.
What do you need
And
now?
will, yeah, yes.
Let's go back to the Dunn house.
Right.
Ah, if it isn't you again. What do you want this time? Eh? What do you mean? Targos. I have heard of no such. I thank you, Southerner. I will look into this at once. Should the roads become free of the barbarians, I will take my business and my family south. Yay.
I'm here. Right.
Yeah, your wife doesn't have to hate you anymore. Your words struck me deeply, stranger. For your sake, for my family's sake, I will try to make things better within this household.
You want very well.
Alright, so that's it for the Dunn
Ready,
family.
yes. Right.
Oh, well, there's the... Oh, I guess we know where the barbarian camp is. Interesting. Where's Purvis? This is his house, I think. No, don't leave.
Yes. Right.
You needs a hole. I digs a hole for you. I digs good and deep, so there is no stink. Questions? I know nothing. Just digs holes. You need a holes? Huh? Okay then.
I'm
Alright
here.
then.
Very well. Right.
I think I should take a look at this magic mirror. Maybe a quick shakedown
You
is in
want
order.
me? Right.
Well met, strangers. Welcome to the Whistling Gallows Inn. I am Kyron Nye, proprietor of this fine establishment. How may I be of service? I know very little about the threat, save that I believe it's very real. A dolorous pall now hangs over the residents of this town, bewitching them with unease. No, but I did overhear the dwarven fellow talk about his encounter with a barbarian scouting party. But perhaps he knows the location of their camp. You may want to ask him yourself. Shh! Lower your voice. Please, I've done great lengths to keep that room a secret. Behind that door are the remnants of a life I wish to leave behind. Do you understand? I see you won't be satisfied until you've pried this secret from me. Very well, if you must know, I am an exile from an organization so paranoid and extreme that they would slay me for daring to break from their tentacular grasp. This organization is known as the Host Tower of the Arcane. Based in Luskan, they are a group of malefic wizards bent on gaining personal power at all costs. I quickly grew tired of their scheming and deigned to leave. Even now, they search for me. I hide near and hope that I can lead life as a carefree settler. Please, my friend, do not tell a soul of my past. Ooh. Would Aaliyah stand to gain anything by ratting him out? For now, or at least she's gonna tell him that he can count on her. In exchange for your silence, you have my eternal gratitude. In addition, I can give you some access to rare and powerful magical devices that I've gathered over the years. Ooh. Good stuff. Good stuff. Nice.
Ready. Very well.
Now, I'm looking for a dwarf? What do you be wanting, stranger? Can't you see I be into me cups? I be Rollard Tunnelfist of Glan Battlehammer, and who do I have the pleasure of being pestered by? I was but a week hence. Know of ye barbarian camp east of here? Well, me and our fellows were sent by the clan to scout the camp. Damn savages spotted us and sent us on us like a pack of dogs. We were backed against a bluff with nowhere to run. We knew we were trapped, so we went at them. If we were to die, we were not to die alone. All me fellows fell to the savages' blades. I knew me time had come, and I steadied myself for the blows. Sudden then the voice booms out. They step back. A giant man comes forth and glares at me. Must have been 7 feet tall and wearing the marking of a king. Carried a double-bladed dagger, then a double-bladed axe bigger than myself. He raises an axe and swings at me. Almost had me too. He was so fast with the blade, I barely raised my shield in time to block the blow. The last thing I remember was me shield shattering and me falling into the bluff. From the bluff. I woke up in a pile of broken branches in the trees below. They must have broke me fall. I bandaged myself up and limped town. Been here ever since. Not a thing. Me and me fellows never been into the camp proper. Plenty of guards on the alert as well. As soon as I be fit to travel, I return back to the clan. It'll be up to the clan elders what course to take next. Until now, I'll be mourning the loss of me fellows.
Yes.
Okay then.
Right.
I don't want to talk to this guy yet. I don't want to talk to this guy yet.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a different
Here.
DLC
Very well.
that comes with this DLC.
Right.
Don't want to talk to that guy yet. Can I go to the barbarian camp? I can.
Very well.
Oh. Alright, that's where I'm going to end this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.